is up, and thanks for coming back to another edition of the Horror Debate. I am Jeff Rowdy J. Keir. With me is Michael Mandy, and you know what, guys?
What?
It's 2011, baby.
Yep, I hope it's better than 2010.
Oh, you know what? I got high expectations for this year, and not just because 2010 was kind of a low year for a lot of people.
I thought you were going to say you just got high.
Well, that might happen in 2011, but right now, I'm coming off of a high. 2010 was low for a lot of people for a lot of reasons, man. But I'm hoping 2011 kicks off a little bit better. And I want to say this: we have a new year of horror to look forward to. And from the list, Mike, what do you think? I mean, we kind of looked through to see what's coming out. I just saw a Paranormal Activity 3 listing.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, of course, the movie is made for like what, $5,000, and it makes
not anymore. The first one may have been.
The first one was, and it made, what, $100 million or something crazy like that. And then the second one, they made it for, $300,000, and it still made, $60 million.
Sure. I
mean, it's like, this is why we have Saw Part 6 and 7 and 8, because everyone still pays money to see this.
Yeah.
You make it for $50, and if 20 people see it, it turns a profit.
I'm guilty. I go see some of these things. I didn't go see the last Saw yet. I haven't seen that yet. I'm waiting for the Blu-ray of that.
I think the furthest Saws we did was 3.
Yeah, we haven't done a whole lot of them.
That was the last one I saw.
Yeah, well, one of these days we'll catch up and do the other ones, because there was actually some decent things in there.
Really?
Yeah, there was. I mean, it wasn't a total waste of time, which I thought it would be.
Wasn't one of those Saws on a reality show where, they'd be a scream queen in Saw Part 7 or something?
You know what?
Like
I don't recall. It's possible. It's been a long time since I saw the last one, so I'm not sure. It's been a year or something. So no, the last one wasn't a reality. I don't think it had to be earlier.
No, I mean on TV, on real, honest to God TV.
Okay.
They had a reality show where the winner got to be in a Saw movie.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't recall that, but that's very possible, man.
Well, that's because you don't watch real TV. You just watch Blu-ray.
That's true. That's in Netflix. Yeah. No, that's very true. I don't watch.
Man, Netflix. Get this. They're really pushing the streaming. So they sent me an email saying they're jacking my rate up $2 because they want people to stop getting DVDs and watch more streaming.
Yeah, but you know what? People's internet connections aren't really fast enough to do a lot of these things. I just put in fiber optic internet at my house. I have 12 megabit down right now with a top end of 35 megabit down. I could stream 5 movies at the same time now. So I'm thrilled about. Now, when Matt's online upstairs, I don't have to. My movie won't get interrupted and say it's changing the bandwidth on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very nice. I can watch HD all day long.
I'm
now.
old school. I like holding a disc in my hand.
I do too. I love the art. I love all that stuff.
I like going back 3 years later or 4 years later. Because I killed a lot of brain cells in the last life.
And you're talking about me getting high. Yeah.
And so it's like I'm watching a movie from like 8 years ago, and it's like, I can't remember anything about this film except I liked it.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again, and I'm watching it all over again. That's one of the nice things about getting old and forgetting everything.
Yeah.
Is everything's brand new again.
It's
it's very cool. Get this, my daughter is like 11, and we're watching all these old TV series that I used to grow up when I was 11 watching from the 60s and 70s. They're all on DVD, and it's like they're brand new all over
again. The Munsters and the Addams Family and all this stuff. I mean, I went back and I started watching all this stuff again.
I've got the complete first season of Mork and Mindy. And you know what?
You gotta love the Nano.
Mary, my kids are loving it.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. I'm going to move them to Three's Company next.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, at least, my kids are digging, like I said, the Addams Family, the Munsters, the Abbott and Costellos.
Oh, yeah, we got all the...
all
I've got
that
the
stuff.
box set of every Abbott and Costello
Gotta
movie.
love it, man. Gotta love it. But you know what? This year, I'm excited, man, because I think we're going to have a lot of good movies this year. I did see some stuff that didn't look so original on the list, like Piranha 3D.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I liked Piranha 3D. I saw it in the theater in 3D.
We're going to do that one pretty soon.
We should. Have you...
I have not seen it as of yet, but you know what? I'm going to get the Blu-ray and I'm going to check it out. And we got to do that one.
Okay.
Because you know what? They showed an excerpt from that.
I loved it.
Wait a minute. They showed an excerpt of this on Xbox Live. It said exclusive clip from Piranha 3D. And so I said, oh, okay, cool. So it's got to be something, leading up into the story or something. No, it was a bunch of chicks in bikinis dancing on the beach, feeling each other up and kissing on each other. I said, they're showing this on Xbox Live?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
So
Well, that just goes to show what they think is going to draw people to this movie. It's
Exactly.
not the horror. It's not the zombies or the piranhas or the blood or what. Let's just show chicks dancing.
Hey,
in
aren't we
bikinis.
supposed to get another Friday the 13th this year?
I don't know.
I think we're supposed to get like the second remake. It's supposed to be Friday the 13th Part 2.
Because a couple of months ago, I was looking up on it, and it didn't make as big a profit as they were expecting,
Right.
so it was put on hold. And that was back around September. when
I
last
thought we were
checked.
supposed to get it this year, so maybe things have changed, but
Maybe they figured everything else is losing money. Might
yeah.
as well.
Anyway, but this week, guess what we're doing this week? Devil.
Yes, we are. Okay, now, I was in the movie, I think it was Piranha, when they showed the preview.
Yeah.
For this. I can't remember what movie I was at when they showed the preview for this. And everyone was, you could tell the murmur, and they were going, hey, this is... And then all of a sudden, produced by M. Night. And you say it.
And everybody went,
Shyamalan
oh,
went,
man.
yeah, everyone went, oh.
You know why? You know
Because-
why? Let me just say this. M. Night is a fantastic storyteller.
No,
okay?
he's not.
He is a good storyteller.
No.
Yes, he is. And because every one of his movies, I liked the story, but what I didn't like in the movie was the execution and the big reveal at the end.
Yes, that's one problem, but that's his right. Okay, he writes everything. And that's the thing. I think somehow he got in his mind that every movie is a Twilight Zone ripoff.
Mhm.
So I must find a Twilight Zone cliche. I mean, dude, this is not The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors.
Absolutely right.
And, one thing, everyone slams on him, and I'm one of the largest slam on him, but I like him as a director. His movies have a distinct look to them. His whole, camera placement, camera style, and whatever. He's kind of like a sober version of Tim Burton.
A sober version of Tim Burton.
You know what I mean?
That's interesting, Mike. I like
Yeah.
that. I
Yes.
like that description.
Yes, but still, when you see a Tim Burton film, you know
Yeah.
it's a Tim Burton film. When you see an M. Night film, you know it's an M. Night film.
I didn't feel that in Devil, though. I didn't feel
because
like you
he
knew.
didn't direct it.
But okay,
This was directed by
right.
John Eric Dowdle.
But the storytelling, why I said he's a great storyteller is because you look back at The Village, you look back at The Sixth Sense. You look back at what was the other one? The Lady in the Water, even, which I did not like as a movie, but the storytelling was really vivid. He knows how to write a cohesive story. The problem is like I say, the execution of it and the end reveal usually makes you want to stand up and like shoot yourself in the head by the time it's over.
Well, me, because someone got paid a lot of money, and it's like anyone could have written this ending. Because we saw it 30 years ago on Twilight Zone.
And then what happened in The Happening was, unfortunately, and I don't know, I love Mark Wahlberg, and I know he hates it when I call him Marky Mark, but I'm going to do it anyway. But, Mark Wahlberg, he can act. I mean, I saw the other guys. I saw all these other films that he has done.
Boogie Nights.
Like Max Payne. He acted fine in Max Payne. What happened when he got to this?
Yeah, he was actually kind of cool in that Philadelphia Eagles movie.
That
he
was
did.
great in that.
Invincible.
He was fantastic in
I
that.
expected the music, when the end credits were rolling, I said, where's Pat Benatar?
So what? yeah. So what happened though in The Happening? Because
I was expecting you to start singing.
his acting went down. He's a heartbreaker, dream
No,
maker,
Invincible.
love taker.
We will be
Oh yeah,
invincible.
we will be invincible. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but anyway, what happened to his acting in The Happening? He was terribly stale. I mean, he looked like he was reading it from the cue cards.
He probably was. He was probably.
What happened?
He was probably slumming, going, no one's going to see this movie because it's directed by this guy. And seriously, you look at the box office numbers of M. Night. The first movie made a ton of money, and each movie he's made has gone down.
Yeah. Well, people get tired of the same routine, and
he's a one-trick pony.
Devil goes into that territory a little bit. But what saves this film for me is the execution. I guess you're right, because now that this one is directed by somebody else, I mean, this thing moves at a good pace. The actors, let me tell you something. That cop,
Bokeem?
the guy who played the cop, I mean, he was unbelievably cool.
Oh, Chris Messina, the main detective guy.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that guy. If I had something wrong, I would get that guy to fix it for me. Okay, he knew what he was doing. You know how sometimes in a movie, Mike, and you said it yourself. Sometimes when you're watching them and they're thinking about what they're going to do to solve a problem, and you're like, "Do this, do this." You're screaming at the screen, "Do this, do this. This is how you would fix it." You know. And this guy somehow heard me.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
heard me, and he knew what he was doing. Things that the audience would say, "No, do that." He did.
Yeah, but he gave you a second to shout it out.
Yes!
And then he turned around and, yeah, I had that exact same thing. I was, why don't you just tell him this? And why don't you just go do this? And it's like, yeah, okay. I like movies like that. It's like, okay, cool. You're doing everything right. You know, I'm with you. I'm following you. You're smart like me. So and that gives you a something to attach to with a character.
So tell us what the plot is, Mike.
The plot of this movie is a bunch of people get into an elevator and get stuck.
Yeah. And I hate that. You ever been in an elevator that's gotten stuck?
Yes.
Do you hate that? I hate that, man. I am claustrophobic to the core when it comes to that stuff, man. I will go nuts. I'll be like, dude, in there wanting to fight, dude. I'll be in there just swinging on people for no reason. You know what I mean? Of course, if I was stuck in there with that little brunette, I might not swing too hard. But
I'd swing at her. She was a little, man, she was like, I kept going, go hit Shannon Doherty. Go ahead. Hit her.
That's right. That's right. So
you stabbed her in the wrong spot.
So basically what happens is all these folks from different walks of life get stuck on this elevator, and they're all kind of suspicious of one another as to what's kind of going on in the elevator. Not to give too much away, but you probably already know, since the film is named Devil, there's going to be some supernatural end, means to it. So and so they're all kind of looking at each other, and I loved the
lights periodically go out.
Yeah.
And so, of course, when the lights come back on, something different happens.
But the interaction between those people was pretty darn good. I mean, the writing on that was excellent.
And another more...
Again, to M. Night's credit, the writing, the interaction between those people, top-notch.
And back to the director, you can only have so many camera angles in a elevator. How do you
One would be up the skirt. No, I'm kidding.
Which he didn't do that one.
He didn't do that one, yeah.
But no, a movie that was very claustrophobic. Now there are a few external scenes from showing
and that
in the lobby,
and that
showing down the
is
tube.
To its credit, because once you got back in the let's say when you're in the elevator and then it knocks you out of the elevator, and then you got on this detective who's trying to figure out what's going on, who's great, like I said, and then the security guards were fantastic. Those guys up there in the booth with him, trying to figure out what's going on. You got the little Mexican guy, going off on a tangent, and the other guy going
rosary beads, Santa Maria,
and the other guy going, "Shut up! Quit telling your fairy tales." I mean, that was great. Yeah. And the detective going, "Both of you, shut up! I'm trying to work here." You know what I mean? So, but what I'm trying to say is the contrast between what you saw and felt when you had the elevator scenes, those really tight elevator scenes, and then you got out and you're like, oh, and then you come back in and it's tight again. Mm-hmm. I loved that dynamic. Yeah. That was cool.
Like I said, this is a lot has to do with the director and keeping your attention on 5 people. Was there 5 people? I can't remember.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But I mean, keeping your attention on them, and they're in a box 8 feet by 8 feet.
Well, you got the brunette, you got the thug,
you've got the security guard,
exactly,
you got the grandma, and you've got the guy who I thought was going to be M. Night Shyamalama,
right?
The
bed salesman,
the
mattress salesman,
when I saw him walking in, I went, oh no, M. Night is projecting himself into the movie because he's written himself into the movies,
right?
So okay, this guy is going to be him.
No, exactly.
But no, this guy. No, I was glad. It took me where I wasn't expecting it to go with this character. Yeah. So I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Lot
to like here. There's a lot to like here, and I was shocked.
This movie at 80 minutes did seem a fraction. It kind of bogged down around the 50-minute mark for about 10 minutes, but then it picked up again.
I wasn't bored. Yeah. You know me, I got the attention span of a gnat, and I was not bored.
No, it was.
In fact, I gave the devil horns up, man. Just because when they showed that the shadow in the background, I'm not even going to say much about it, but the shadow in the background, and it looked so freaky, and everybody's kind of tripping out in the elevator. I got excited. I was back into it.
Now, the movie opens up. The very first thing you see is everything is upside down. Cityscape, stock photography, aerial shots of City, which later is Philadelphia. Since I've only seen it right side up, I didn't recognize it at first because it was all upside down.
Yeah.
My wife, well, why is everything upside down? I said, maybe it takes place in Australia.
Oh!
You know?
Yeah.
Until eventually...
Turn your TV over, Mike. Let's watch this thing.
So I'm just warning everybody, when you start the movie, your DVD is not playing backwards.
Right.
I was sitting there going, is there something wrong with the TV? Whole freaking movie's upside down. But no, eventually it flips itself back over.
Yeah.
So do you think he did that for the symbolism?
Oh,
that a devil is an upside down cross?
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
All these people, their lives are going to be turned upside down.
And the whole thing was twisty-turny anyway, so I really dug it. I liked it, and
I expected this to suck. I really did.
Yeah.
I walked in
a lot
going,
of people did.
Oh, God, it's going to suck.
A lot of people. But you know what was great? You know what I thought they did right in this film? We always talk about trailers nowadays and how they show far too much. They showed just enough of this film to get you interested.
Right, it showed you what
because you don't know what's going to go down once you watch this film, man.
Thank God. They did not show the big ending.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about endings, because M. Night is known for twist
the flip-flops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this a cheap-ass ending?
No.
No, I didn't think it was
Not
a
at all.
cheap-ass ending.
Not at all.
You know, I mean, when I saw The Sixth Sense, I said that's a cheap.
I'd rather have
ending.
a dime.
Yeah. When I saw every M. Night movie, I said, what a cheap-ass ending and all that. Everyone, The Village, come on.
Yeah.
You know, and so anyways, this movie, I went, okay, I'm a fan of Agatha Christie. I'm not going to spoil anything.
I think I heard it best when they said, and I think you brought it up earlier, you know, M. Night's movies are basically like a long extended version of a Twilight Zone episode. You know?
And this kind of was.
It was, but it worked, and it was done stylistically correct. I mean, everything was just, it worked. The flow of the film worked. The creepiness factor was there, but this is a PG-13 film. Yeah. So, and for a PG-13 film, I thought it pushed the boundaries pretty hard. You know, it was good, man. I was shocked it was as good as what it was. I was actually expecting something lesser. Absolutely no doubt about it. This is going to be a 3-star film.
Definitely a 3-star film.
And on the high end of 3.
Yeah,
I would almost give it a 4, but I'm going to give it a 3 just because there was enough to, you know, PG-13. I would have liked to see an R-rated version of this film. You know what I mean? I would like to see something a little more hardcore, but this is pretty fun. This is something you're going to sit there and you're going to be addicted to it. You're not going to get bored. If I don't get bored, you're not going to get bored.
Yeah. All right. I'm Michael Manning. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.